Good morning, friends. Let us do some numerical problems on block diagram reduction. Now, see the question one here. In this case, two summing boxes are there, named as S1 and S2, and there are total four blocks are there. Okay, with transfer function G2, G1, G3, and H1, and H1 is given as a negative feedback. So in this case, if we do this following step, that is, we shift this summing box from this position to this position, that is before G1 to after G1, then we have to multiply this H1 block with G1 and we will get this result. Okay, so applying the standard rule, we have to multiply H1 with G1. Now at this stage we can easily interchange these two summing boxes because this is a cumulative property. Okay, and in next step, after interchanging the summing boxes, what will it gives that this part becomes a negative feedback loop. Okay, whereas this part will becomes parallel block combination. So solving these two parallel blocks combination, this will give you G1 plus G2 as this one, and solving the feedback block, it will give you G3 divided by 1 plus H1 G3 G1. Okay, now solving these two cascaded blocks are generally series blocks, so we can easily multiply their gains or transfer functions and we will get the result. Okay, now in second numerical, there are two summing boxes, that is S1 and S2. So in this way, if we look at this position, that is this position, then we get two paths, that is here, that is a path which is coming from this side and a path which is coming from this side, and both are added at this point, and then it is given as this one. So you can see that there are two plus oblique minus signs are there, so we can divide this part in two. So using this logic, we remove this summing box x1, okay, and s out 1 which is written as r2 multiply g2 and c multiply g4 is divided into two parts like this one and this one. Okay, so now we can split this summing box in two summing boxes because the output of because it contains three number of inputs, so we divide in such a way that two inputs are this one and two inputs are this one. Okay, so we will get a parallel block combination with this part and a feedback block combination with this part. Now if we solve this two circuits, then two blocks, then we will get the parallel blocks will give you G1 plus G2 and your feedback block will give you G3 divided by 1 plus G3 G4, and solving these two cascaded blocks we will get the final result as G3 multiply G1 plus G2 divided by 1 plus G3 G4. Okay.
Now let us do a problem with multiple inputs and a single output. Here in this question there are two inputs, one is R and another is D. Okay, and the question is we have to find out C by R and C by D, and the final we have to find out the total output due to both these inputs, that is R and D. Now in such cases, first we have to eliminate some blocks and summing boxes which are common to both the inputs, so that they will do not affect these two inputs. Okay. Now in this case, look at this part, that is, this part is actually a parallel blocks combination and will eliminate S2 and G1 and G2 in a single block. Okay. Similarly, this part is a feedback path, we can easily eliminate it. Okay. So in this case, when we eliminate these two blocks, then it will form G1 plus G2 because these are parallel blocks, and for this part the output will be G3 divided by 1 plus G3H2. Okay. So it looks like this, and after that these two blocks will come in cascaded, that is also known as series connection. Okay. So when we have to we can easily eliminate these two blocks, that is by multiplying G1 plus G2 multiply G3 divided by 1 plus G3H2. Okay. So it will look like this. Now the problem becomes somewhat simple. So in first case, when we want to find out this C by R, okay, we have to put this D is equals to 0. When we put this D is equals to 0, because there are only two inputs in this summing box, when one input is 0, like suppose if there is a value here y is equals to x plus d, if we put d is equals to 0, then y is equals to x. So no need to have this sum. Okay. But if it is more than, if there are more than two number of values are to be added, then it requires. So in this case only two inputs are there, so we can easily eliminate if by putting d is equals to 0. S4 can be easily eliminated. Now when we put d is equals to 0, you can see here from above part that when we put d is equals to 0, this summing box is eliminated from the block diagram, and these two blocks come in series. Okay. When these two blocks comes in series, then they can easily be combined by simply multiplication, that is G3, this and the transfer function of this block multiply with the transfer function of this block, and the complete structure now is in a feedback structure. So we can easily solve this like this, that is G3 multiplied G4 multiply G1 plus G2, and like this divided by 1 plus this, and solving this we will get this result as answer 1. Okay. Keep in mind with this first answer C by R, because we need it to find out the total output at last. Now in second stage, because we have to find out the value of C by D, so we have to put R is equals to 0 in this case. Okay. In this case we have to put R is equals to 0. Now when we put R is equals to 0 here, then this S1 gets eliminated from the block diagram, and these two blocks will come in series. However, please be noted that eliminating S1 does not affect this minus 1, because this minus 1 is to be moved inside at this position, or you can also put this minus sign, not minus 1, this minus sign at this position. Okay. So in this case it looks like this. I have put this minus sign that was left at this position, okay, in H1 block. Now when we solve this part, it looks like this, because these two blocks now in series. Okay, these two blocks now in series, so we can easily combine them, and we again bring this minus sign outside at this summing box. So it looks like this, and it's a simple feedback circuit. Okay, so you can easily solve it by combining these two blocks using the standard formula, that is G4 divided by 1 plus G4 multiply H1 G3 multiply G1 plus G2 plus divided by 1 plus H2, and solving this we get the final result as answer 2. Now, what about the combined effect of both R and D? If both the inputs are simultaneously acting, okay, then in that case the final output, that is total output, will be equal to the answer 1 which we received at this step multiply, because we have to find out the output due to R1 by getting multiplying this factor by R. Okay, similarly we can find out the output due to D by multiplying this factor by D, and the total output will be the sum of the two, and this is the superposition. Thanks for watching this video.